Hello, this is Dr. Andrew Fletcher. I'm the Medical Director of Consultative Services here at ARUP, and today I'd like to spend just a couple of minutes showing you the features of our new ARUP IllumiCare ribbon. So let's go ahead and select a patient in our test EMR, and you'll see here in a second the ARUP IllumiCare ribbon will appear on the screen. Now, if you don't like where it appears, you can always click and drag it and put it somewhere non-obtrusive. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features of this ARUP IllumiCare ribbon. The first feature you'll see is scheduled medications. In this case, the ribbon is showing all of the medications that the patient has received during this hospital inpatient stay. It also shows the route of administration and the approximate cost. Now over here you'll see that daptomycin has a hyperlink, and if we click on that, it'll show that daptomycin is a very expensive drug and there are some cheaper alternatives available. Also in the pharmacy portion of the ribbon, you'll see some icons. This first one calculates the risk of polypharmacy. The second one shows the risk of possible falls. And the last one shows the risk of possible C. diff. And this is based off the mix of proton pump inhibitors and antibiotic agents. Let's take a look at the laboratory functions within the ribbon. Similar to the pharmacy, you'll see that this is showing all of the laboratory tests which has been collected during the hospital stay. It also shows the approximate cost and when the test was collected. You'll notice here thyroid stimulating hormone has a hyperlink and a little icon out the front of an alarm clock. Let's select that. What this shows us is a frequency interval alert. In this case, thyroid stimulating hormone should not be collected more than once every 4 weeks, so this shows the physician that really this test does not need to be repeated. Another nice feature of this ribbon is reference testing. So here you can see factor V Leiden, and we identify this as a reference test and give the physician the approximate turnaround time. We think this is very important because a lot of physicians don't understand what a reference test is and how long it takes to get the results. Also in the laboratory portion of the ribbon, you'll see there's a calculator for the approximate amount of blood which has been collected during the hospital stay, and we do this to try to reduce iatrogenic anemia. Also in this part of the ribbon, you'll see ARUP Consult. In this part of the ribbon, if we type in a disease state, it'll automatically search ARUP Consult, and you can see here that there's several testing algorithms. If we select the test algorithm, it'll actually pull up and display that algorithm within the EMR itself. We think this is important because a lot of physicians don't want to leave their native EMR to go look up information, but in this case you can see the information is available clearly on their screen, in this case guiding them to hopefully ordering the correct test. Let's take a look at the radiology functions within the ribbon. In this portion of the ribbon, it's showing all of the radiology studies which have been collected. This one's a little bit different because it's showing this from a historical perspective. These studies may have been collected during a previous hospital stay. We think it's important to show the historical radiology studies because we want to give the physician a sense of the patient's exposure to radiation. The last tab on the ribbon is benchmarking. Now in this case, you'll see this fictitious physician has a higher cost than their peers. So over here you can say, well gee, where can I improve? And you'll see here's their opportunities listed from highest to lowest. Let's take a look at the anti-infective agents. And you can see in this case, this physician is ordering more daptomycin than their peers, and this may drive up their cost of care delivery. In this case, this may prompt the physician to reduce their use of daptomycin. Lastly, you'll see the cost lookup tool. In this portion of the ribbon, a physician can type in any lab, drug, or radiology study and find out the cost. If you're interested in learning more about the ARUP laboratory ribbon, please contact us here at ARUP. I appreciate your time, and as always, thanks for practicing great medicine.